We've got our 22-pound ham with the hock removed. It wouldn't fit into the 5-gallon bucket all the way with that much hock on it, so I had the butcher remove it. We'll smoke it along with the ham and use it in some beans. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is remove the skin. I want to get the skin off of it so I have better smoke penetration. So I'll get started on that right now. Okay, we've got the skin off now. I started at the big end and worked my way back to the hock. You can see it all came off in one neat piece. That's the hole where the hock was. Yep, came off in one neat piece. I didn't remove any more fat than I had to. I like to keep a decent fat cap on. Anyway, that's what it looks like with the skin off now. Now we're going to get ready to start injecting our cure. Okay. Now we've got our cure. I've got 2 cups. My syringe is full. The butcher told me to get as much in the ham as I possibly can. I should have at least, hopefully, an extra 2 pounds of weight in this 22-pound ham when I'm done. He said the way I was doing it to try to put in as much as I possibly could. So the first thing I'm going to do is try to find the femoral artery and try to pump in as much as I can in that direction before I start going through the muscle. Let's see how that works. Okay, we've got about an extra 2 pounds on our scale here now, so we must have gotten pretty close. I injected it until no more, it wouldn't take any more, and I think I put about 10 cups into it, and that's what I poured out of the pan before I put it on the scale to weigh it. So that's a little over 2 cups. So I got the better portion of 8 cups of cure in it. It's still leaking out a little bit. You can see just a little bit dripping out here and there. But we're going to put it into the brine now, and that should pretty much equalize the pressure. Maybe it'll slow down the loss. Anyway, that's where we are at this point. We're ready to put it in the brine, and the brine I mixed up yesterday afternoon, and it's been in the refrigerator since about 4 o'clock, so everything's at refrigerated temperature at this point. So I'm going to get the ham ready to drop down in the bucket. Okay, here you've got the ham in my patented pig lifter, which is, I took 7 pieces of kitchen string and cut them about 4 feet long, tied them together on one end, and slid that end under the big end of the ham. And I just spread the strings out all around the ham tied a good knot at the top of it, or actually at the hock of it, and which left me with another 2 feet or so, in which I can utilize to set it down into the food grade 5-gallon bucket that I went and got from our local grocery store. They gave it to me in the bakery department. This had light and fluffy vanilla frosting for donuts. Anyway, I'm going to drop it in the bucket, and then we'll add the rest of our cure. Okay, there's the pig. It rests in the refrigerator. I've got a ceramic bowl on top of it to weight it down, because of course it wants to float up. There's my string hanging out. Everything's good, so I'll check with you in about 3 days. Here's my workstation after I completed the mission. One word of caution: I had a blowback from the syringe slipped off of the needle, and I ended up with curing solution over a good portion of the kitchen, my coffee maker, and the side of the refrigerator, not to mention my glasses and my shirt. Anyway, this is all cleaned back up, but if you want to try to not have to do this, we'll be a little more careful than I was with the pressure you exert on your syringe. Okay, here's our ham. It's in a freshwater soak right now. I poured off the cure at about 10:30, and it's now about 1:19. So I'm going to pour off the freshwater rinse. I want to do that to try to take some of the salt back out of the ham again. Pour this all out. Okay, well, here's our piece of pork out of the rinse water. I'm going to let that dry while my fire gets going. Okay, I've got my chimney with a full load of briquettes using Kingsford, and I've got my Rocky Mountain 18.5-inch bullet smoker pretty much full. I've also got 3 pieces of apple wood in there. It's dry. I haven't soaked it. A few more minutes on that chimney charcoal. Okay, I've taken my string off the ham and then run the knife through the fat and scored it. So we'll have some sort of a decoration on top of it. I really can't say enough about how much that string helped out in me being able to one-man this 22-pound piece of meat around. It was really easy to put on, easy to take off, but it picked the ham up every time I wanted to and helped me move it around to dry it with the paper towels here just a little while ago. So that's a pretty nice feature for one-person operations. Okay, Okay, we've got our chimney full of lit charcoal up on top, and ready to put this baby together. I thought it'd be interesting to see what the ham weighs before we put it on, and it's at just under, just a hair under 25 pounds. So, it has definitely put on some weight while in the soak. Okay, the smoker's been pegged on 225 for about 15 minutes. So, I'm going to assume that I can keep it in that general vicinity. The ham is on, and here goes the lid. Got some good apple smoke going on right now. And it's 2 p.m. So we wait. Well, here's the finished product. That's 15 hours on the smoker. I took it off at 170 degrees, which was about 10 degrees more than I wanted it to be, but I overslept. What can I say? It's a good looking piece of meat. Sorry about my showing up. Okay, here we are on the scale. Let's see what we came out with. Just over 16 pounds. So. Okay, well, here's the ham. I have to say, it's a really good ham. Here's the plate. It's time to eat. Okay, here we are at the best part, the leftovers. Over here we've got a pile of burnt ends for beans. We've got the bone for beans. And then we've got the leftover slices. And I can just tell you, there's going to be a lot of good ham sandwiches that are going to come out of that pile right there. But as you can see, we got good red meat all the way to the bone. We had very good shrinkage at the end of the bone there. You can see how dark the bone is where the meat has shrunk up on it. That'll make a great pot of beans on its own, real meaty. Then we've got the bone. Anyway, that's pretty much it for curing and smoking a fresh ham. Oh, this little bowl over here, that's the little trimmings and things that fall out when you make your slices, and that's going on top of a bowl of bread soaking in eggs and milk that I've got in the refrigerator right now, along with some onion and bell pepper, and I'm going to bake that in the oven for my breakfast this morning. So, try curing your own ham. It is definitely worth it.